Hello guys, welcome to Shoe Automation Lab. I have come up with another string question, which is basically asked in the interview. Let me just create one class here. Okay, the class name will be guess output 5, guess output 5, and let me also just add the public static void main here. Okay, so we have created the guess output 5 class, and today I'm going to discuss with the string based question only, but it's a string buffer. So how one single string comparison work and how the string buffer comparison will work. So that is what we are going to discuss and we'll see. So I'm just creating here the string buffer object s1 equals new string buffer, and I'm going to assign one value which is shoe, and in the same fashion I'm going to create another string buffer with the object name s2 equals a new string buffer, and its value will be same like the first one object like shoe. Okay, so as you all know that whenever we are dealing with creating the string object like by using the string or string class or maybe the string buffer, whenever we use the new keyword, the value whatever the value assigned to that object is going to store in the heap memory location area, right? So both the s1 and s2 object having the same value shoe, but they are going to store in a heap memory area in a different memory location, or we can say that the different address, right? So this is regarding the string buffer s1 and s2. Okay, so let me just write the sysO, and inside that we have a two way of comparison of a string. One is by using double equal operator, right? So I'm just writing s1 equal s2. Okay, so this is the first we are comparing both the object string buffer object s1 and s2, and in the second one I am again writing system.out.println, but in this way we are comparing with the equals method. Okay, these things we already know, but when I run this code you will be surprised to see the output. It both the outputs will be different. So then you are be able to compare with the whenever we are dealing with the string object and whenever we are dealing with string buffer object, what is the differentiation between two. Okay, so you will get to know that. So I have run this program, and you can see that by using double equal operator it is returning as a false. Okay, then you you know that it will return as the false because of this new keyword, as I told, like both the values are going to store in a different memory address location. Instead of, I mean, the value are same, but again the memory location or the address area will be different. So that's why by using double equal operator we are getting s1 equal s2 is false, right? But in the second scenario, um, we are having shoe value, okay, in both the sections, and whenever we are comparing with s1 dot equals s2, okay, so this should return us the false true value, right? But because we have seen in our earlier videos, whenever we are dealing with the equals method it should return us the true value because it compare the value, not the object. In the first case it is comparing the object, but in the second case it is comparing the values, right? So it should return true, but this is the what the difference I'm talking about, whenever we are dealing with the string buffer and string, the equals method will get return us the different value, like it is returning here is a false. Okay, so this equals, basically what happens is this basically comes from directly the object. So as we all know that we have an object and it contains the equals method, so it is directly in string buffer, it directly comes from the object. Okay, and in the string also we have a equals method. So here this equals method is overriding it. So it is not overriding it. Okay, this equals method is not overriding it, because whenever we deal with the string, the equals method is always override which equals contain in the string class. So that's why this makes the differences, like it directly comes from the object equals method and it not override to the string class equals method. So that's why this makes the difference and returning us the false value. Okay, so I hope this video will have some value to just compare uh, both the way, like how the string buffer and string class can work, and how this comparison is also work. So if you find this video as a helpful, please do subscribe to the channel and like the video, and please do support this guys, so that I can create more video on this, so that it can be benefit to all the viewers who are watching this, and take some advantage. Thanks, bye.